Excuse me, my lady, but are you doing your own laundry?
Yes, I thought I'd give it a try. It's not going very well.
Is that so? Here, let me have a look. So, with thick clothing, try folding it like this as you rinse.
Ah, that works so much better. It's the first time I've done laundry, I'm afraid. I've always just left it to Flora, or Felicia, or Camilla if she was visiting. But I thought I should take it upon myself to learn household basics like this.
I take it Flora and Felicia were your retainers?
Actually, they were primarily maids. Strictly speaking, Jacob was my retainer. And I've almost forgotten Gunter, a knight and a mentor of sorts. Yeah, so you can see I'd love to learn how to be a bit more independent.
Well, I'd be happy to share my knowledge with you, Princess Corrin.
Great! So what's first?
Well, we could spend a bit more time mastering the art of laundry.
Oh, there's an art to it? Very well. Teach me.
Certainly. Now, stain removal is a key skill for any wartime launderer. Begin by wetting the stain with water, and then pinch and rub it. Go on, give it a try.
Rub the stain with my finger? Like this? It's not doing anything.
Try using your whole hand like this. You see?
It's harder than it looks. Like this?
Here, let me demonstrate once more. Like this.
Wow, it's already gone. Are you sure you're not using some kind of spell?
Would that I could. No, this is the result of ordinary practice.
All right, let me give it another try with this one. Oh, wait. You've already removed all the stains.
And thus concludes your lesson.
But Frederick, you did it all yourself. I'm not sure I learned anything.
My apologies. The next time you need a stain removed, let's try again.
It's a deal. See you later, Frederick.
Pardon me, my lady, but you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me more of your retainer's duties.
Well, sure. What is it you'd like to know?
Anything. I may be able to teach you something that will surprise them.
Assuming I ever get the hang of your first lesson. But what am I saying? With you as a teacher, I know I'm in good hands. Thanks again, Frederick. I'm really lucky to have a friend like you.
It is my honor to serve you, my lady. Now then, let's find something to stain this garment with and resume our lesson. Excuse me, my lord, but are you doing your own laundry?
Yes, I thought I'd give it a try. It's not going very well.
Is that so? Here, let me have a look. So, with thick clothing, try folding it like this as you rinse.
Oh, that works so much better. It's the first time I've done laundry, I'm afraid. I've always just left it to Flora or Felicia or Camilla if she was visiting. But I thought I should take it upon myself to learn household basics like this.
I take it Flora and Felicia were your retainers?
Actually, they were just the maids. Strictly speaking, Jacob was my retainer. And I've almost forgotten Gunter, a knight and a mentor of sorts. Yeah, so you can see I'd love to learn how to be a bit more independent.
Well, I'd be happy to share my knowledge with you, Lord Corrin.
Great. So, what's first?
Well, we could spend a bit more time mastering the art of laundry.
Oh, there's an art to it? Ha! Very well, teach me.
Certainly. Now, stain removal is a key skill for any wartime launderer. Begin by wetting the stain with water, and then pinch and rub it. Go on, give it a try.
Rub the stain with my finger. Like this? It's not doing anything.
Try using your whole hand like this. You see?
It's harder than it looks. Like this?
Here, let me demonstrate once more. Like this.
Wow, it's already gone. Are you sure you're not using some kind of spell?
Would that I could. No, this is the result of ordinary practice.
All right, let me give it another try with this one. Oh, wait. You've already removed all the stains.
And thus concludes your lesson.
But Frederick, you did it all yourself. I'm not sure I learned anything.
My apologies. The next time you need a stain removed, let's try again.
It's a deal. See you later, Frederick.
Pardon me, my lord, but you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me more of your retainer's duties.
Well, sure. What is it you'd like to know?
Anything. I may be able to teach you something that will surprise them.
Assuming I ever get the hang of your first lesson. But what am I saying? With you as a teacher, I know I'm in good hands. Thanks again, Frederick. I'm really lucky to have a friend like you.
It is my honor to serve you, my lord. Now then, let's find something to stain this garment with and resume our lesson.
All right. I've got my vulnerary, spare gauntlets, everything I need.
Princess Hinoka, you should leave this preparation work to me.
Frederick, you want to pack my travel bag? Go for it.
Thank you, milady. I must say, you did seem to be doing an admirable job. But isn't this the sort of thing you'd usually delegate to a retainer?
You haven't met Izama and Setsuna. Neither of them are really cut out for this kind of work.
Well, what work do they handle? Surely your laundry at the very least.
It's easier to do my own than it is to constantly save Setsuna from drowning.
Drowning? In the act of doing laundry? Surely you jest.
I wish. If there's any danger in a task, she will discover it.
But what of all the cleaning and tidying? Please tell me you're not doing it all.
Of course I do. I prefer my things to be cleaned rather than broken to bits. And that's a best-case scenario if Setsuna is doing the work. Now, Izama is a bit more careful and does a solid job. But he berates me the whole time. And he's annoyingly accurate.
This is unbelievable. Should I meet this fool, I will teach him some respect.
Believe me, it's easier to just do everything myself.
I never could have imagined you were in such a dire situation. No wonder you are so adept at these menial tasks. Your hand has been forced.
The thing is, I wouldn't trade those two for anyone else.
How can you say that? What possible value can they offer?
Well, despite their quirks, they're plenty capable on the battlefield. It might seem to be an odd arrangement, but it works for us.
Fascinating. Tell me, do you at least entrust them with landscaping duties?
Landscaping? What's that?
Pulling weeds, tending the gardens, arranging decorative rocks.
Decorative rocks? Frederick, tell me you're not wasting time on such drivel.
I hardly think Crom's decorative rocks qualify as drivel.
You would do anything for Crom, wouldn't you? I mean, it's admirable. I just can't believe the kind of standards you're setting.
Thank you, milady. It does please me to hear my efforts praised. Still, I can't help but feel guilty about your situation. If I meet your retainers in the future, perhaps I could educate them properly.
You're welcome to try. Knowing you, you might actually succeed. Maybe you could even give me some feedback on my leadership, too.
It would be my honor. Thank you, Lady Hinoka.
Very impressive, Frederick. You were in complete command of that battle. A flawless performance.
Thank you, my lord. That is high praise indeed coming from you.
I still have much to learn. Would you grant me the honor of a sparring session sometime? I would love to add Elysian swordplay to my repertoire.
Gladly, my lord. Similarly, I am curious about Norian battle techniques.
Excellent. Now, don't hold back. Be honest if you see any flaws in my form.
Of course, Prince Xander.
Whew. So, what do you say?
Well, if there is one small criticism to be made, I believe you may be focusing too intently on your form.
Interesting. I suppose I am a bit obsessed with that. I could adapt more freely to an enemy's movements in battle.
Perhaps, but let me caution you. Lord Crom is notorious for this. He is brilliant at improvisation, but occasionally he loses focus. At its worst, it leads to wild, ineffective flailing, the opposite of your approach.
I see. So perhaps a balanced approach is best.
That would be my recommendation. I apologize if I've overstepped my place.
Frederick, please. You've given me exactly what I needed. Honest feedback.
Thank you, my lord. I am impressed by your drive for improvement.
Well, I have no choice but to be dedicated. I am not a natural talent.
Is dedication itself not a talent? Who else would continue to push himself as you do?
Careful. You're encouraging me to work even harder.
Please, don't overdo it, my lord.
Thank you again. Still, I endeavor to become Crom's equal in battle.
You are closer than you think. You've only just learned Elysian swordplay, and yet I can see that you've already incorporated elements of it in battle.
Well, give me a few more days and let me see what else I can show you.
I look forward to it. I will do my best to keep up.
This has been most agreeable. I'm glad we were able to learn from each other. It reminds me of sparring with my father. If we could do this again sometime, I'd appreciate it.
It would be an honor, my lord. Rest assured, I'll give it everything I've got.
You can count on me to do the same. Good day, Frederick.
Frederick, darling, whatever are you doing?
I'm merely grooming this gravel path for Crom's footsteps. Routine work.
Truly? Oh, how fascinating. I had no idea you were so in love with Crom.
Milady, that is not accurate. I am merely a retainer devoted to his master.
Mm-hmm. Well then, what other sorts of things do you do for your master?
Well, naturally, I research all of the locations he visits in advance. I create meal plans to help manage his diet and fitness. And of course, I try to follow his every step, just in case I am needed. But if I am able to save him a trip by running errands myself, that is ideal.
Well, I'm impressed. I may borrow a few of those ideas to help Corrin. As it is, my first duty is to kill anyone or anything that would dare harm her. And naturally, I do her laundry and tidy her quarters. Why, I would even bathe her by hand, if she would permit it.
I have failed. It did not occur to me to help wash the small of Crom's back. I must correct this oversight at once.
Wait, before you rush off to the hot springs, I still have a few more questions for you.
Very well. What else do you wish to know?
I wish to know everything about the duties you perform for Crom. If there is even one tiny thing that could make Corrin happier, I will do it.
I understand completely. Now, let me think. Ah, yes, I have considered composing a war song to inspire Crom during battle. My idea was to pair this song with some sort of motivational banner. And then, following the victory, 3 days of celebration and feasting.
My goodness. That idea is simply tremendous! I love it! Oh, Frederick, let's do it! For both Crom and Corrin.
Really? You'll join me? I do say it is one of my better ideas.
I agree. Now, firstly, we will need to obtain the materials for a large flag.
Certainly. But first, would you mind if I finished grooming this path?
Of course not. In fact, I'll help you. After all, Corrin may walk on this path as well. Let's make it perfect for her.
Excellent. Why don't you start over there and I'll work over here. Together we can create a path that will be perfect for our master's strides. Prince Leo, do you have a moment?
I suppose. What is it?
There's something that's been bothering me. I wasn't sure I should say anything.
You've been keeping something from me?
Yes. I have thought long and hard about the implications. But ultimately, I decided that it needed to be said.
Good gods, man. Don't keep me in suspense any longer. What is it?
Well, Prince Leo, it's about your...
My what?
Your collar, my lord. It's... inside out.
No, that's not possible. Oh, damn!
I was hoping you'd just notice. Eventually. But here we are. I could not in good conscience remain silent any longer, my lord.
Is this what you were hinting at with all that talk about fashion?
Yes, my lord. I was not bold enough to tell you straight out. I apologize.
No. It's my fault, of course. You must come to me directly if this ever happens again. A fashion yes man is no good to me. I need someone who can speak the truth.
I understand. Then, since we are speaking openly...
Please, let me hear it.
You have worn your collar inside out precisely 36 times since we met. I thought perhaps I might be able to prevent a 37th.
36? Ah! Someone must die! I mean... Thank you.
You're welcome. And there's one other thing.
Very well. Get it over with.
The other morning, you nearly wore your nightcap into battle.
No, I caught myself before actually walking into battle. How did you know?
Well, I was positioned nearby to speak to you about something else. Namely, that you had brought your pillow instead of your spellbook.
Did I really?
I was quite surprised to see you look directly at the pillow several times.
That is enough, Frederick. In the future, I need you to be more proactive.
Yes, I understand. If I see that your trousers are on inside out and backwards, I should speak up. I will be happy to add this to my list of daily duties, my lord.
Has it come to this? Do I really need a wardrobe guardian? Yes. Yes, I suppose I do. Thank you, Frederick. You're a true friend.
Ah, Lucina. I prepared some tea and a little snack for you.
Oh, well, thank you, Frederick.
Additionally, I have repaired the seams in your tent and done some tidying up.
Thank you. But really, that's too much. You shouldn't have.
Nonsense. It is my duty. Incidentally, how long would your ideal scarf be?
Now, this is really too much. Frederick, I can knit my own scarf. Hand that over.
No, that's for Crom.
What? Oh no! It's unraveling!
Do not move. The yarn is tangled, but I believe it can be salvaged.
No! Ugh, there goes the whole ball of yarn. I'm sorry, Frederick. I've messed it all up. This will take forever to untangle.
No, it's my fault. Clearly the knitting wasn't tight enough. But please, leave the untangling to me. You should not be doing menial work. Your time is better spent doing more important things.
Frederick, I appreciate your help, but you can't dote on me like this. There are others who need your aid more than I do.
Well, I would defer to Crom's judgment. Ah, of course. You must be speaking of Crom himself. Is that what you meant?
Yes. Imagine if something happened while you were busy with me. I won't be the straw that breaks the Pegasus's back. Meaning you, obviously.
Yes, I understand this expression. But you must know that protecting you is as important as protecting Crom. That doesn't mean I will neglect my duties to Crom, though. Not ever.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. I've been feeling so guilty.
Do you find it hard, depending on others?
Well, yes. I suppose I share my father's responsibility to defend our people. I feel I should not rely on anyone else. And I guess I can be a bit stubborn.
Surely I have demonstrated that you can rely on me, Lucina. And moreover, I'm not the only one who can help. So please, allow all of us to serve you and do not feel guilty for accepting it.
Yes. Thank you again, Frederick. I will do my best. That said, you must not worry yourself with such trivial things, like knitting.
But I enjoy knitting.
Well, that makes two of us.
I suppose, if you insist.
We can finish knitting this scarf together.
Very well. Now, let me show you a little secret called Knit 1, Purl 2. Pardon me, Prince Marth. Let me clean that up.
Oh, very well. Actually, I was going to get that eventually.
Oh, I don't mind. This is the sort of work I handle, my lord.
Are you sure? I don't want to get used to having others do work for me.
I see. But did your former retainers not handle these sorts of things?
Why would you assume that?
Pardon me if I've offended you, but is that not what retainers are for? Surely you were surrounded by capable and trustworthy ones.
Yes, of course. But they were talented knights, not mere servants. Jagan, my guardian, Abel with his steady hand, and Cain, what a temper on him. I owe a great deal to all of them.
Do you speak of the bull and the panther? Those names are legend in my time. To think I never connected them to you. As a retainer myself, I was raised on stories of their craft and service.
That is comforting to hear. They are all deserving of such honor. But you, Frederick, are just as talented and dependable as they. And your relationship with Lord Crom is a model of harmony and respect.
My lord, I'm honored. Truly, such praise coming from you. Your kind heart knows no limit. The bull and the panther are lucky to have you.
I admit I'm a bit jealous that you and Crom are united here.
Yes, I suppose I am quite lucky. My lord, in the absence of your retainers, perhaps you would allow me to serve. My first duty is still to Crom, of course, but maybe I could be of some help.
Thank you, Frederick. I would be foolish to turn down such an offer. Mind you, I don't require anyone to hold my hand. But I am pleased to know I can rely on your strength and courage.
Of course, my lord. My arm is yours.
There is one condition, however. You must allow me to do something in return. Perhaps I could help with your work. or fight by your side on the battlefield. Not as your master, but as a friend walking the same path.
Thank you, my lord. As you said earlier, I would be foolish to turn down such an offer. You can count on my support going forward, as a friend.
Very well. With our combined strength, we shall overcome anything in our path.
Indeed. Onward, my lord. I mean, Marth. May I call you Marth?
Oh, here comes trouble.
I've never once been in trouble, Niles. You, on the other hand.
Oh, anyway, what's on your mind? Something dirty, I hope.
In a manner of speaking, I came to talk to you about your demeanor. You've been making some people uncomfortable around here.
Is that so? And I assume these people have been complaining about me? Are you sure they weren't just trying to get a reaction? You know, say something dirty to Frederick and watch him blush.
Do you expect me to see your point? Even if there weren't complaints, I don't approve of your behavior.
Oh dear, Frederick doesn't approve. Sorry, I can't say that I care.
May I ask why you insist on behaving like a child?
Perhaps because I was never afforded a warm, happy childhood. Besides, I've been good. I can be a lot worse. Trust me.
So what's holding you back?
Well, if I were to do more serious damage, I believe Lord Leo would be disappointed in me.
Then you actually do care what someone else thinks? Fascinating.
If you say so. Anyway, that's why I've been so restrained. I limit my fun to merely embarrassing people, or surprising them hilariously.
But don't you see, even that is too much. If you truly wish to make Lord Leo proud, you must change your ways.
Thankfully, my lord is kind enough to accept me as I am. But there's no need for me to change.
So you think. We'll see what he says after he hears my thorough report.
I have an idea. Anytime I feel the need to make someone uncomfortable, I'll come to you.
I don't like where this is going.
Are you not willing to bear this burden for the greater good?
I can handle any burden.
Yes. We shall see what you can take, Mr. Frederick.
If this means you'll leave the others alone, I accept.
Splendid! Oh, this will be fun. I can't wait to see the look on your face every time we meet.